you so be chantro. Now when you bibiano, you are being corrupt. Any choice a kata so she any proye ase na we den wahye no. Enu nti no sana ye topic no e kan no. And I said the topic is asking us, are Christians also involved in corruption? The answer is yes. Yes. And most times you hear everybody talking about corruption. Maybe from one government to the other, you hear a lot of people saying that this government is really corrupt. This government is really this MP is corrupt. This person is corrupt. This person is corrupt. Fine. Mprepi no better say go for be kase assume see the or corrupt o. Your government ya wabe or you corrupt. Government ya watwem or you too corrupt. Na nsembusa pa ne say you can so be a corrupter. Because you know we always make noise. We always talk about the government being corrupt, you know, the government officials being corrupt, CEOs being corrupt here and the headmasters, headmistresses, you know, all those in the big offices are being corrupt. But we are forgetting that most of Christians in Ghana are corrupt more than those people. You get it? Yes. Because you can't so be a corrupter. It means that when you engage in any dishonest process to win favor for anybody, it means that you are being corrupt. And most times everybody is shouting. You hear a lot of people talking about maybe an MP being corrupt, a government being corrupt. But the question is, you as an individual, you as a CEO, you as a worker, are you not also corrupt? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Because Oman muno Christopher Doss pa nanso de bia yesi kata so hye ne proye ados Oman mu na hoya mu na ye omude omo ho hye sa nyom no yen Christopher na yen because Christopher ene Doss pa wo Ghana ha nti se ka se ye tu kata so hye ene proye asedia ene ni trese wo se yen Christopher ye nkasa ye ho adwuma esan say ye ka se obi a corrupter. Any government officials and kwan betimi na corrupt. You as an individual, ye nyina ye see a Christopher na nso asembisane says office so bia any office what do you do there? So obi be pay juma office what do you do to the person? Obi ba we dwuma mu anaso obi shell anampo obi de ne ba ebe school wo bebia wo ye headmaster and as a headmistress wa e de importing na ya wo ye train sa ne pakro no se wo ye obi ba we dwuma mu anase obi de bi ebro si ye manompo na we expect say ne pakro no tia any extra money in addition to sika also tia dia and you are being corrupt. So it means that it is we Christians that are being we are even corrupt than those who are not Christians. Because when you study the census of Ghana, you realize that 80% of Ghanaians are Christians. But you keep on asking yourself, who are those who are corrupt? It's not we Christians. All the offices that we have in Ghana is full of Christians. So it means that it is we Christians that are being corrupt and no one else. It is we Christians that has to work on ourselves. It is we Christians that has to put a stop to some things. We have to stand on our grounds. When we have the intention that we want to delete corruption totally in our society, then it means that we Christians, we have to check ourselves, because no Muslim or no other religion related people will be corrupt. You get it? I'm not saying that they are not corrupt. Of course they are. But the highest number of those who are corrupt are Christians. Yes. You walk to an office and then you see a reverend minister. Then the reverend minister will ask you to pay an amount of money before you can get a job or before your child will be enrolled. That is corruption. Corruption is not what we think that, a government official is taking an amount of money in favor of something else. A government official is being paid more than expected and we go like the person is being corrupt. It's not always about the government officials. You as a Christian, what are you doing? If someone comes to you for a job, how do you treat the person? If someone comes to you for any help, what feedback do you give to the person? If you give a good feedback, then it means that, okay, you are out and you are on track. But if you've ever tried taking any amount of money or anything else from anybody that seeks help from you, it means that you are being corrupt. So the question comes again, are Christians also corrupt? Yes, we are. Yes. So in order to delete corruption totally in our society, it means that we have to work on ourselves. It means that we have to put a stop to our dishonest attitudes that we show off. If somebody walks into your office to seek for any help and you can't help the person, you shouldn't force yourself to help somebody. Yes, if you know that you would have to do an extra thing that will get or that will give the person, the space to get whatever he or she wants from you, then please just stay away. Because one thing that really marvels me is that obia kone officer akoye de oso ye obia ko market akoye de oso ye obia ye de oso ye secretly. Then we come out and then we go like, oh, Ghana is too corrupt. Ghana is a corrupt country. We have to delete those who are corrupt. Who are those corrupt? It is you and I. Yes, we Christians, we are more corrupt than any other person, because you walk to an office that is owned by a pastor. You walk to an office that is owned by a reverend minister, an office that is owned by a Christian. Then the Christian will tell you that you have to pay this amount of money before you can get the job. You even pay, but they will not even give you the job. That is total corruption. So the question goes again, are Christians corrupt? Yes, we are. And we have to work on ourselves if only we want to delete corruption in our generation. We can't say that we want to delete corruption and then we ourselves will be so much soaked into it and we expect the world to listen to what we say. No, it's not done like that. So please, dear we be an official wadwene mu say, so who jisike bi efro bi ho ansa na ama na adwuma ne nyina ye corruption abi. So who jiska afro bi ho ansa na ne ba ahye school ase o school mu ne nyina ye corruption ne bi. So don't stand anywhere to say Ghana are corrupt, Ghana are corrupt. You are the number one corrupt person. So work on yourself first before you come and accuse other people. Because at the end of the day, as a Christian, you said you are a Christian. No, we are saying that we are Christians. You are following Christ, and so we are taking the steps of Christ. So the world is expecting us to do the right thing. But you meet a Christian, and then the way or the corrupt mind the person has, then that person will give you a lot of things to think about. But on Sunday, we all dress and go to church and present ourselves like Holy Papa Jesus people. No, God does not work like that. If you want to delete corruption in Ghana, then we need to work on ourselves as Christians. Let's stand on our grounds. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. That is the only way that we can delete corruption in our society. Don't try to do anything behind the scene and then come out and start talking about, this person is corrupt, this person is this person is corrupt, and that's why we are not developing. You are also corrupt. It's not only about the government officials. You are also corrupt. When you take money from anybody to give the person a job and you don't do it, you are being corrupt. When you take money in favor to replace someone else's job to a different person, you are being corrupt. Even in church, when you go behind the scene to speak to your pastor or to give somebody money for you to be given a position in church, it's all corruption. So we Christians, and we must work on ourselves. Yes, we must work on ourselves. Most times we hear a lot of people saying that, I bind there, or yes, say, I bind that down, why I say, I bind a tremu 8 years, 12 years ago, no, nipa asaban ni de omo nyina kata so hye ne proyen kwa na hye won ma. Are they all not Christians? Yes, they are all Christians. Government officials are Christians. Nurses are Christians. Media personalities are Christians. Christians have taken over Ghana. And so until we work on ourselves, until we stop being corrupt, we shouldn't accuse anybody of being corrupt. Because corruption starts from our homes. It continues to our offices. It continues to our churches before it goes to the public domain. And so don't say that this person is corrupt. Meanwhile, you behind the scene, you take so much money from people, but you don't do anything for them. You run away with their money. And then on Sunday, you take tithe from that money and go and give to God. And you think you are deceiving God. No, you are deceiving yourself. Yeah, you are deceiving yourself. So please, 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 my brothers, my sisters, my mothers, my fathers in Christ, if only we want Christianity to be attractive to other people to join us, we must work on ourselves. We must stop being corrupt, because we are the number one corrupt people. Christians, I repeat, Christians are 80% of Ghanaian population. And so, if everybody tries to do the right thing, corruption will be deleted, because all government officials are all Christians. Only few are Muslims. Other field of work, most of them are Christians. Only few are Muslims. So who are those corrupt? Is it not we the Christians? Yes, we are corrupt and no one else. So please, tonight I just came your way to remind you that if you have the intention to delete corruption totally out of the system or out of Ghana, then we must work on ourselves. We must stop being corrupt first before we accuse other people. Because Christians, when we stop all our corrupt acts, it will trend to the other part of the world. But when we decide to keep ours and expect the world to change, it can't be possible. So let us change first. Let us adapt to change. Let us open up to change. Let us welcome development, and let us delete corruption in our society. And Ghana will be a country that the world will come here to celebrate how honest we are, how faithful we are, from our government officials to the last person of the land. Thank you so much for your time.